Lex Luger in second, and Ricky the Dragon Steamboat is the #1 contender to Ric Flair's World Heavyweight title. Well, the suspense has been going on long enough. We're going to announce 5 of our winners in our Grand Slam contest. Let's take a look at this week's first place winners. It's Charles Kinerman of Houston, Texas, and Brad Delt of Wayne, Michigan. Now, those 2 gentlemen will be winning trips to the Bash in Baltimore, plus a VCR, plus Turner Home Entertainment tape. Our second place winners for this week, Deborah McWilliams of Brooklyn, New York, Howard Kurtz of Chicago, Illinois, and George F. Fox IV of Hampstead, North Carolina. They will win trips for 2 to the Bash. This is the last week that you can register to be in the Grand Slam contest. Send a postcard to the address you see there on the screen and put your name, address, phone number, and favorite NWA wrestler. And this is the last week. Don't forget to register. You could win.
To order, call 1-800-992-4200.
You know, fans, last week here in a program, we showed you a situation involving Missy Hyatt and the Great Muta. Well, Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert did not take that lying down, quite obviously. You fans that saw the Clash of Champions, you know just exactly what I mean. Let's go back now to Fort Bragg, North Carolina, and see what happened.
Ladies and gentlemen, this match is one fall. Introducing, first of all, from the great state of Michigan, please welcome Scott Steiner. His opponent, now making his way to the ring, he is accompanied by Gary Hart from Japan, the Great Muta.
Well, this is our television main event. The Great Muta putting that unbeaten streak on the line against an outstanding young former All-American, Scott Steiner. Steiners really have their hands full with Captain Mike Rotunda and Kevin Sullivan. As I mentioned earlier, if Rick Steiner, Scott Steiner, and Dr. Death get together, they'll go against the fabulous Freebirds, all 3 of them. That's going to be a 6-man that you just don't want to miss. There you see the Great Muta, undefeated here in the NWA. And Steiner starting out quickly. I like it. Steiner now hammering away at the Great Muta, who didn't even get a chance to spray anybody. We saw what happened to Dick Murdoch here last week. I'm happy to report that Murdoch's vision is fine. He got some immediate medical attention right after the match. Got his eyes washed out. And this young kid, Scott Steiner, distracted by Gary Hart, giving the Cat Quick Muta the opportunity to take back over. He's doing so with those karate thrusts right to the neck. One to the head here. Well, we know that Muta, like most of us, is afraid of fire. And if he and Eddie Gilbert hooked it up in what we hear the double jeopardy event, if Gilbert wins the toss, I understand it'll be a coal miner's glove match. If Muta wins the toss, it will be the Dragon Shy event that man has masterminded through his many trips to the Orient. But Eddie Gilbert certainly got the Great Muta's attention about 10 days ago in Fort Bragg, North Carolina. Nice football tackle by Muta. Leapfrogging over. Steiner's caught him in midair. Power slam. And Hart just placing Muta's foot on the bottom rope. It's obvious that Gary Hart, the veteran, is trying to orientate Scott Steiner, and it's working. Steiner's got to focus on Muta and forget Gary Hart, like a lot of women have. Forget Gary Hart. Muta now will take right back over. Again, the fingers extended right into the neck of Scott Steiner. Throws him outside to the floor. Outstanding youngster from Bay City, Michigan. Of course, unless you've been in Beijing where the communications have been cut off, the younger brother of Scott Steiner. Kicked right in the face. Straight kick. Nice shoulder. Over the top. Sunset flip. 1, 2. Hey, that's the first 2 count we've seen. But that's, oh, what a karate thrust on Scott Steiner. The first 2 count we have seen on Muta in a long time. Power elbow drive right to the solar plexus. Muta severely challenged here. Fingers. Scotty Steiner, the man that came to Murdoch's aid last week. He paid for it, too. The nerve hold, and it follows it with a backbreaker. Steiner in bad trouble. Muta on top. Steiner rolls out of the way. Muta lands on his feet. Steiner with a drop kick. And another drop kick. The young kid is cooking. This may be the upset of the year right here. High elevation. Scotty Steiner turning it on. Vince Muta for the ride. But he caught him with the straight fingers right into the throat. The fingers right into the throat. Steiner's gasping for air. And Muta has pinned him.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the match, the Great Muta.
Scotty Steiner grasping for air here. I'm a little concerned. Let's take another look at it. He was karate thrust right into the throat. Let's take another look. Oh, but we don't need them. Steiner trying to defend himself. Hey, he can't even hardly breathe. Sullivan and Rotunda. Their war with the Steiners rages on. Captain Mike and Sullivan hammering Scotty Steiner. This is uncalled for. He couldn't even breathe. There's Rick Steiner. Rick Steiner's here to take care of business. Big right hand. Claps their heads together. Scotty Steiner still grasping for air. Rick Steiner fighting both men off as best he can. Rotunda, Captain Mike in a lot of trouble. He missed. Oh, no. He missed with a clothesline. All the way over the top. Sullivan's got his belt off. Trying to choke Scott Steiner out. Captain Mike hammering away. Steiner's got a briefcase or something. What a deranged pair. Captain Mike Rotunda and Kevin Sullivan. And this young kid is still grasping for air. Let's get out of here and we'll be right back with a situation involving Lex Luger and